Everybody's starting to appear.
Cool off the body, maybe that'll help.
Cripsy77 just joining the Christmas tree.
Just out of pure curiosity, guys, how many of you fly VR?
Me,
I do.
only VR.
Is there any other way? I'm sorry.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, VR.
Well, last time I joined the flight event, I was playing on the flat, but I'm in my native VR.
Welcome to everybody on the stream. Thank you very much for joining us today. We'll be starting off very shortly, just letting the last couple of people a few minutes to join us, and away we'll go.
The flight got cancelled, so I guess he has plans.
I heard him here. He's here.
Ah, he's here? Then I'm
Flight Sim guy, Steve? Yeah. Can't miss that voice.
Mic check for Mesmerizer.
No,
Yeah, we can hear you, Mesmerizer.
Steve's not here.
No, I don't think so also.
Steve Walton?
Just somebody sounds like him.
I heard him.
Nope.
Nope.
Radio check.
I know I didn't take any drugs yet.
Yeah. Guys, can I just put a quick question out there? With the next update coming on the 18th, are they going to fix this whole multiplayer issue, where players disappear or come out of
hopefully it will get better with the DLC with Reno race, because that's really important there.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's my one biggest bugbearer with this simulator.
Because it's supposed to be also the vortex of the air in front of you, from the plane in front of you, that's dangerous. You also get blackouts, gray, and then blackouts if you pull too many Gs. And hopefully multiplayer also will be improved. Let's hope so.
Who's that slewing over? That's funny.
I think in answer to your question, yes, it was on their bug fix list for this release.
Yeah, I mean, it really has got to get sorted, that, in my opinion.
Most definitely.
Nothing worse than flying in formation with some people and then suddenly they just disappear.
Yeah, I've had that happen lots of times. It's quite funny.
Yeah, if you lost your flight plan and you're really following somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd made a wrong turn in the Andes yesterday, and next thing I knew, I was like 5-10 miles away from my group, and had to climb to like 13,000 feet to find where they were. I guess I could have used slew, but that's no fun.
Well, I purchased the T-Hawk from Just Flight straight away, and obviously being British, went straight to the Mark Loop, and there was loads of people, obviously doing the same thing, and it was brilliant. And then this guy, I was right next to him, he's right in front of me, and then suddenly he just disappeared, and it was like,
Well, there's a limit of 50 people. Then the Microsoft Flight Simulator splits it up in groups of 50, and that's why depending when you arrive, you will see some people and you don't.
Yeah, I think guys, welcome to event number 9, Japan.
Here we go.
Thanks everybody for joining us very much. I'm not sure how many. I've tried to count the number of people in the Discord, but things keep changing. I know it's 30 plus, so thanks to everybody for joining us. And welcome to the main island of Honshu in Japan.
God bless you.
We're at Matsumoto Airport, which is the highest commercial airport in Japan, which I found surprising actually. And I think the best way to start is to get going. The first leg's quite a long one. It's going to take us about 20 minutes. We're off to Tamamura Airport, I think it is. It's about 60 nautical miles. Your heading should be around about 90 degrees, and you need to climb to a minimum of 6,500 to get over the mountains. And I must say, guys, on this trip you're going to see some magnificent scenery.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
Mark, are we landing at this airport as well that we're going to?
We are. The first one we're landing, it's runway 34. It's a short grass strip. It's left-hand traffic, but basically it's straight in.
And I've got a slow aircraft.
And the altitude is 204 feet, so we'll be dropping quite a bit.
And only one thing to say.
Let's go then.
So, guys, if you want to head off, I'm gonna just take a view of you guys taking off. Let's go for it.
FC77 rolling.
Oh dear.
Do we have to reset our altitude to 0 or
No.
2100 is correct?
Yeah, it's correct.
All right, Roger.
Oh man, I got this VR thing. I like this.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Palmer Hyde, how you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
Very well. Curious B, Fog of War.
Good
You
evening.
guys are all insured?
How's it, Stork Knight? How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Koseg, welcome. Baldersim, nice to see you back. Appreciate it. BG2.
Yeah, nice to be here, Mark.
I don't know if anybody can see my nameplate. I don't know if I switched it off or not.
Stepinder, Sparky Sven, thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Welcome back,
Welcome.
Oh, thank you, Mark.
Iron Frog, thanks for joining us. And Buzz MC 007. Hello, Duckspeak. Is that Striker 11? Welcome to the flight. And Unk
How are you
Monkey.
going?
Unk Monkey, nice for you to
Yeah.
join us again. Great to have
Thank
you here.
you.
Right, I better get going or I'm going to be left way behind.
Ah, you didn't take off yet. Ah, okay.
I hate to ask, but can someone tell me what server we're on?
North Europe.
North Europe.
Thank you.
Looking out the rear of the aircraft, it just looks like a game of Defender. Little green and red dots everywhere.
Yeah. Defender.
Anybody remember that? It
That's
just
an
looks
old
like
one.
Defender.
I remember that. Yeah.
Christ, that's
You
going
look
back a few
behind you.
years.
I never played that much though. I never got into it too much.
Little green aliens that are picking up the stuff
Yeah.
off the floor.
I played Zaxxon.
Oh man, you are old school.
I'm dating myself, you know.
So literally,
Say, guy,
you
I'm
know,
flying manually. What's our heading then? What should I
90.
be?
90 degrees.
090.
090. Copy that.
Right, here we go. Let's get up and away.
We hear you, but very far away. So, creak up your micro.
we are the sack.
Thanks.
Radio check.
Yep, here we go.
Good.
Gear up.
Sound good, Renee.
Wonder if my
Nice to see you again, Fog of War. No 757 today then.
Nope, no 757, just the Seneca today.
I'm having a Seneca too. Lovely plane.
Excellent choice.
Did I see somebody in a P-38?
That's also a good plane. I was thinking about getting it also.
I thought I saw one, but I wasn't sure.
I got the Seminole when it came out, and then I ignored it because it was a bit buggy, and never flew it again. And then I just tried it out for this trip, and I really liked it. But of course, it's too slow, so I got the Seneca, and it is fantastic.
I've
Yeah,
been... Go ahead.
The Seneca has all the equipment that you can dream of. The de-icing all over, so you never get any problems.
I've been reading a lot of good things about the Seneca, but I haven't gotten it yet, but maybe you guys are convincing me now.
Plus, it also supports my GTN 750 GPS mod, so it's all built in, nothing dragging any windows in front of my face in VR.
Yeah,
I like that it's mainly a steam gauge deal.
I must admit, I think it's one of the best sim aircrafts I've ever seen. It's really, really good.
All right, you've convinced me.
Yeah, it's one of the best. For Coronado is the best. Maybe the Skymaster 2 that they're teasing us with so long time. I want that also.
Yes, me too.
Just to let you know, that mountain in front of us is just over 6,000 feet. So if you're...
Yeah, you have to climb, otherwise you won't make it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, guys, you need to do a good rate of climb. I recommend 800-900 as a minimum.
I'm going to stay at 5,300 and give it a shot.
I've just creamed over the top at 6,200.
There's gaps. Yeah, I'm a bit low.
I hit some trees going over the top.
Ooh,
Mark, could you confirm
Scratch your rear end there.
the first leg?
we don't have any helicopter rescue team, so be careful.
I'm just coming over the first hills now. It looks like I'm just going to scrape over it.
Yeah, I have you right below me, Mark, I think.
I am
Like this.
6,000 with a B58, and I wonder if we don't need to climb more.
On the stream,
Is
just
this our
let
highest
me
point?
know if
No, I'm dropping down to
my
5.
engine sounds a bit too loud.
Yes, this is the highest point.
Hudson, welcome. Great to have you here supporting us.
Are any of you guys out there running the 4-season pack?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, me too.
It's
Yeah.
looks very good, doesn't it?
I don't fly without it.
Who makes that?
Bungie or something studios. It's they have a Discord group also. Yeah.
You get it on Sim Market. Sim Market.
Yeah, don't get it on the sim market itself from the flight simulator because it gets updated very frequently.
Right. And there is a problem with that, Sven. There is a problem with that sim market version. I mean, I've done the autumn, spring, whatever it is, but the winter one, that breaks my computer. That cuts. Everything goes black when I put that on.
I haven't tried winter yet because we didn't have any winter yet.
No, if you load that on, the screen just goes black.
Thanks, James. Much
The
appreciated.
only way you can get it back is by restarting.
Wow, you guys
clicking
are
on the
high.
safe mode and then
Tell you what, I'm
uninstalling.
gonna run out. I'm gonna go into this mountain if I'm not careful.
But you can contact the developer really directly. He has a Discord group, and he listens immediately.
Blimey. Bandits 2 o'clock high. Wow.
But I'll test it also and come back to you and see if it works or not.
Okay.
Anyone running the Google Maps mod?
Nope.
No, I read up on that. I was going to download it and give it a try, but when I read all the comments, I think it's just too buggy, to be honest.
I didn't have any problems installing and running it. It ran perfectly fine. Yeah, it was an easy install.
But the water is
beautiful
terrible.
water waves, though.
The water is gone, eh? The tropical water is finished, so I'm not touching it.
It's good for the USA.
Yeah, I mean, I ran a bush trip through BC yesterday. It wasn't too bad. I mean, there was a slight glitches, and I think it was more just it not having a cache file and just downloading online real time. There was a couple shimmers, but it was pretty good. I was impressed for what it is, right?
Yeah, I think that the Google Maps is okay for the States, but in Europe, some of the color variations are just horrendous.
Very wishy-washy. Yeah.
Yeah, I went
Gotta say,
from.
guys, I'm going to stick with Bing.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
They'll
too.
optimize it.
Also, when it comes to updates, that could be problematic as well. So, yeah, I'm the same. I'm staying with Bing for now.
Yeah, it's too much of a hack, to be honest.
Well, there's a bunch of the community are just they love to rush to the next new thing.
Yeah. I mean, guys, look out the window. Look at this scenery. Is it really that bad?
No, no.
No.
One thing that's better in Google, I noticed in the videos I looked at, is the roads. The roads look way better in the Google Maps than in.
I bought roads for Belgium, so that's solved already.
I ran the mod in San Diego area from Miramar, and there's a very big road, I-15 I think, and that looks very good low flying in the Hawk. With the mod.
Is there anybody out there who's bought the French road update or the French road add-on?
No, I have the Benelux
No.
Belgium. No.
No, just wondering.
Nope. I live in France, but I didn't.
No, okay.
They do one for the UK then.
I think I've seen something for UK somewhere. Whether it was one of the freebies on.
Well, it's a payware also. I use it, and he's expanding all the roads all over. So.
You're talking about Cabaret. Is that right, Cabaret?
I think so. I have to look it up. I don't know it by heart.
Yeah, he does
Cabaret
road.
makes all the roads.
It's on the sim market also. So-
He's also clearing trees from railway lines now, and that stuff is pretty good.
Yeah, but I use the Four Season app guy. He removes and optimizes almost daily. It's incredible what he does.
So speaking of scenery, these group flights, I see parts of the world that I've not only never been, of course, but I've never flown. I've never flown around Japan for some reason, and the scenery, it's not anything like I thought it would be, and I don't know.
Lovely. Yeah,
why.
totally agree with you.
It looks a lot like the best parts of where I live. You know, not my immediate neighborhood, but the trees and the hills and yeah.
Well, I think on this flight we're gonna be over high ground. We're gonna fly over some fairly heavily populated areas. We're then gonna go past Mount Fuji, and then we're gonna go onto the coasts. And one of the beauties of flying in a place like Japan is the variety of scenery that you get is amazing.
Yeah, and I could add since I used to fly over Japan when I was working with an airline, but it looks very much like that.
That's great.
Well rendered.
Nice. And in real life, you get some nuclear radiation maybe here and there.
Like cartoon of Fukushima.
Yep.
Sparky Sven, is your glass half empty, mate?
Yeah.
No, it's pretty full.
Hey guys, on the stream we've got the last event guest, Hudson. He's saying hello to everybody, so thanks to Hudson for joining us on the stream.
Hello, Hudson. Hello. Hi, Hudson.
Hey there.
Hello.
Hey, Hudson.
How high is this next hill?
I'm down at 4,000. I think you guys are far too high.
I'm flying at 3,100, and this next hill looks a little.
I'm at 4,600, and I'm with the same level of the hills, so hills, mountains.
Melton races here. I'm at 6,300.
I see you. I see your name tag.
I dropped altitude to get a good screenshot, and then I almost crashed into a mountain.
I've got to say to everybody on here, I've played video games since the days of the ZX81, but first time I've flown in a group with other people in VR, and I've just, I'm close to tears. It's absolutely stunning. I'm so emotional.
I know exactly what you're saying.
It's good to hear that. Good to hear that.
It really, I've got a plane literally coming above my head. I've never experienced anything like this.
Well,
Welcome
you know,
to the future.
This is what, for me, and I've said this a number of times, and I think it applies to many of us. This is really what flight simming is about: getting together with some mates, having a fly, not being too serious, and having a great opportunity to really talk about anything that we want. You know, what a pleasure.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more, Mark. Couldn't agree more.
Agreed, Mark.
Yep.
Long shot here. Radio check.
Yeah, sounds
good. Oh, thank God for that.
It's the most fun. I mean, there's time for flying solo, but this is the most
for the
fun.
last
Liam Herbel, great to have you with us. Come and join us. Looking forward to you.
Everybody.
Baker Fly.
Live weather?
Hello, welcome.
Always do.
I'm on live
Always
weather.
do.
I started with it, and it was fogged in. Is it okay?
No, it's okay. It's a little bit foggy, but it's far in the distance. It's okay.
Oh,
Usually
good.
it's partly cloudy.
I'll
Was
switch
it
back.
a little foggy on departure?
Okay, I was worried, so I switched off of it. I like staying on live weather when I can.
Yeah, it makes it more realistic. But just the day, it's 4:30, or what time did we put it? It's 2:56 now.
Yeah, what time is it?
We left at 2:30.
Yeah, mine's at 2:53.
I think I just saw King Kong on one of those tip tops.
And the sim is so silky smooth since that last update of Windows 11. It's just a huge difference. For me,
don't you mean
marker there?
Yeah, don't you mean Godzilla?
Jinx it.
This is the wrong. This is the wrong place for King Kong.
Sorry, Mark.
Hey, one monster's as good as another.
That's what my
So
wife
the general
says.
the general consensus, guys, is that Windows 11 is worth bothering with now.
Oh yeah, it's much
Yeah,
for me personally. It
Yeah,
works
been
much
running
better than
11.
Windows 10.
Works great.
Don't
Works
show
great.
with anything new.
I
know a little bit about.
I'm personally just going to get this next update, get past this next update, then I'll give Windows 11 a try.
Yeah, because the cumulative update that makes such a huge difference is still in beta. I mean, the inside the ring. So I don't recommend using the beta things, but it's just wow, and it will release for all the other people next month normally.
Yeah, but Spocky, I've heard that there are quite a lot of people having problem if they're flying in VR with Windows 11.
Not me. Perfect.
It's perfect here.
We'll let you test it, Mark, okay? And then just wait for the results.
Yep, you go first.
Actually, Mark, you'll probably do a video about it, right?
Yeah, there you go. There's another video.
More than likely.
Nice.
Yep. There we go.
That's what I'm waiting for.
He will trip the landmines.
Steve, the VR flight sim guy, didn't pull the trigger yet. He's also still running Windows 10.
with this update, guys, do I need to redo something on the BIOS? I'm running an AMD card, CPU. Does that need the BIOS updating or not?
If you're upgrading for Windows 10, then the TPM sometimes is not by default activated in the BIOS, so you do need to activate it.
Aiden, we're on the Europe North server.
A thing saying we want to update you to Windows 11. So would that assume that that's already been done?
Yeah, you just have to click to install it then, huh? But if it's not compatible, it will show you your system is not compatible, blah blah blah.
Right, so the fact that it's asking me, do I want to update, would indicate that the system is already ready to be updated, yeah?
If it shows that it's possible and without any red mirror message saying it's not compatible, then it's compatible and then it's up to you to do it.
Yeah, okay.
But always make a backup of all your essential data, because just worst case scenario, if it does go wrong, you can always go back, yeah?
Yeah, no, it's a new computer, I only got it this year, so hopefully it's all up to date.
Because me, I was personally had Windows 10 clean with only Microsoft Flight Simulator on and Grand Theft Auto two installations. That's it, nothing else. And then I did the upgrade and it worked perfectly for me.
Oh, that's good.
And on the VBS, the security, that's by default activated if you install it cleanly. That also gives you impact in performance, that you have to turn that off. And that's also something in the BIOS. And then once you're in Windows 11, you have to turn that off again.
Yeah, I think it's is it TPM, which is another layer of security, which is really designed for enterprise. You need to enable it to install Windows 11, and once you've installed, turn it off.
Yeah, it's something else. VBS is something else. It's virtual machine security. I will post a video of the guy Hardware Unboxed. Some of these good YouTubers have a very good YouTube about it.
Hudson says give it a try, and if it goes wrong, blame Asobo, or otherwise you can blame Microsoft.
But yeah, never fails. No matter what goes wrong in your life, blame one of them.
But I do recommend to wait till that. I do recommend that you wait for a cumulative update, which I installed now in beta. That's fully released next month. Once that's fully released, then I would say do it. Then there's no really risk.
No, I'm not in any rush to do it, to be perfectly honest with you, because it's running okay on Windows 10.
Yeah, good point.
Okay, guys, just a quick interruption here for landing at Tamamura Airport. It's a grass strip. I don't know if you guys have found the same thing. I've got my airport markers on, but they're way high for some strange reason.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but this is a relatively short grass strip runway. Can be quite difficult to find, so come in slow.
Crash slowly.
Yeah, it hurts less.
Can I ask you how many are on Xbox today?
I'm on Xbox.
I am.
Great. I mean, I've been so impressed with how the Xbox performs in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Performance is terrific, but
I still have a lot of problems to adjust the sensibilities of a joystick.
Yeah, a lot of them reset, don't they?
Yeah, they reset every time I load it.
Sorry about that. I'll be got in a minute. That's gone.
performance is great, but we could use a few more planes.
Yeah, but it's thanks to the Xbox people that the AMD issue got solved with the crash to desktops with Sim Update 5, so thank you.
I say it every month, but I still can't get an Xbox.
Okay, alright.
Is it still difficult in the UK to get that sort of stuff?
I'm in the US, I can't get them.
Really?
Yeah,
in the States? I'm surprised. Of all places, you thought you better get them there.
You can
They
get
go from Taiwan, eh?
You can get the Xbox Series S, but finding the Xbox Series X is a real challenge.
Yeah, it's the X I want.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
I just want the RTX 4090 and the Vario. That's it.
Yeah,
What's the price of those?
Discord told you the stock alerts, and that's how I got mine.
It's £449, I believe. I'm sure that's what I paid.
What's the runway heading?
Runway is 34.
Thanks.
I paid 100 and I paid 500 euros in France.
I think to buy the Xbox for that sort of price, when we've paid sort of $2.5 grand and upwards for our PCs, that's to get this sort of. It's amazing, yeah.
1,500 quid for a blooming graphics card.
I know.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
The pre-builds are worth their money now. I've got a pre-build at 37 for 1,500 and I'm really impressed.
When you talk about the expense of it though, I mean the amount that I personally use it, I've really eaten that 1,500 or $2 grand up as quick as anything. It's really well worth it.
Yeah. I'm getting the RTX 4090 and the Vario for sure in 2020 too.
I get the Pimax.
The only issue I see is you don't get a controller for that easily, and VR is impossible.
Yeah, you do have to get one base station at least. 2 is recommended, and then the controllers if you want to do something else than flight simming.
Where's that airport?
What a marvelous view.
Yeah, I'm right on top of it normally.
It's close to the river.
Oh, I see. It's right along the river. Yeah, there's a bridge and then a wall section.
Exactly.
I'm making a U-turn.
Okay. I'm coming in from the bridge side. Whoa, that was close.
Yeah, you want to go to the right to the airport and then turn in on runway 34.
And fly down over the bridge. I've got it.
It's right next to the river then.
That Aiden, welcome. You've finally joined us. Wow, what are you flying?
I can just hear these noises. It's amazing.
I've got to get something a bit faster. I'm struggling now.
Gear down.
Do we climb again to 6,000 after takeoff? 6,500.
No, after takeoff we only once we leave Tamamura, we climb to 1,500 for the second leg. For the first leg, 6,500.
Okay, 1,500 for the second leg.
Touchdown. Oops. I think I missed the airport though.
Yeah, the airport markers don't do much good when they're that far in the air, do they?
No, they're hopeless. Right, let's get ready. Gear down. Flaps 1 notch down.
Oof. I hope the Scenic has off-road tires.
Oh, don't turn right.
Can't see the blooming runway for him, Mark. Oh, there he is.
It's the one with loads of little planes on it. Who's in the trees?
Too many nameplates.
Me. I'm coming out of the bush now.
Someone in the trees, someone going through the trees. I would go into drone mode, but I can't get back.
Rather
bounce.
sharp turn.
Don't hit the water.
I saw that.
Yeah, that's on video.
Well done, Mark, for choosing the most smallest airport in the world.
Yeah.
Airfield.
Thank you. I do try.
I'm just following other planes. I don't see it.
You just
Whoa!
Whoa.
Go around. Go around.
Yeah. You're gonna strike the house.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
Oh, that looks so good with VR.
Flaps are full.
I can't fly without VR.
It's a bit jerky, but it's got promise.
That was embarrassing.
Sorry.
It'd help if I could see the runway.
I just see grass. I don't see any runways really.
I'm down on the runway.
Towards all the smoke and the fire.
Oh, there goes Mazda. 209.
Oh my god, I don't believe I just landed this thing. I don't believe I just couldn't even see it.
Whoops.
I'm just
It's
pleased
just a
I got
patch
it
of grass. Doesn't even look like a
following
strip.
airplanes and hoping.
Oh,
What's that doing here?
That
was amazing, Mark.
Put
Nice
the
work,
tail
Mark.
up. I'm happy.
Let's see if we
Was this
can
a
catch
bush
some
trip or
people
what?
landing here.
I like that.
Someone else has missed it.
You said twin engine.
Well, I've just been through a bush.
Oh, it looks like everybody's down.
Who's with the commercial airliner?
Down with it.
Captain Longshot, are you still to land?
I think there's
Still to
several
land,
of
but I
us.
think I'm going to give up on this one. It's I can't find it for a start.
Just look for all the name tags.
Yeah, just land there.
Yeah, we're at the end of it.
Somebody put a train
Land
in
at
my
the
way.
opposite end of the name tags.
We're not too fussy as long as you're within 10 kilometers. It's classed as a successful landing.
Oh, nice. I just saw that.
You can wave to me.
Somebody just flew under the bridge. That was nice.
Breakfast sandwich has arrived.
Are we going to get extra points if we go under the bridge on the way out?
I'm on base.
Is it time to break the beers out?
I'm drinking one already.
I've got a gin and tonic incoming.
Oh, look at the model matching is a complete disaster here.
Oh, we got an airliner.
Short final.
Yeah, that would be funny with the Reno DLC. You should be able to hit other planes and go down, huh? So let's see what that will bring.
22. The airliner is the Raptor.
Yeah, it
the
shows
way-
up as an airliner, doesn't it?
The way the airliner is moving, that's not an airliner.
Oh, guys, I'll tell you what. If I knew it was this kind of aircraft route, I would have brought out the old Spitfire. I think.
Good turning circle.
Yeah, except it's only got one engine.
Well, yeah, I did read your footnotes, Mark, but I think it's a pretty quick bird, though, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. It's a lovely plane to fly. Right, guys, on to our next leg. We are departing. We are going to fly over some fairly high density areas. We only need to climb to a minimum 1,500 feet. And we are landing at Okegawa Airport. Course is 145 degrees. It's a much shorter hop, 26 nautical miles. So we're not going to backtrack. We're just going to take off from this end of the runway and let's get going.
All right.
I managed to touch before it was time to take off, so I just did a touch and go.
You gotta do
Mark,
your
do we get
catchphrase,
a-
Mark.
Mark, do we get the luxury of a proper
I'm taking
runway this time?
Yeah, this time it's actually an asphalt runway, and it's quite a long one actually. So yeah.
So I can have to
Right.
again.
That's great.
Jenkins. Coming through.
Hey.
That airliner's got
Jen-
a really short takeoff on
Do you
it.
know this looks like
Hey,
hop?
watch it. Hey.
This looks like Hopper 7 on the M25.
When we all get flying cars, definitely. I'm going under the
All
bridge.
right.
I'm going under the bridge. I'm going under
Okay.
the bridge. I'm going under the bridge.
I'm off.
I'm going under the bridge.
There goes.
Just disappeared.
There goes Crispy 77 and
Loads of room under the bridge.
Oh Jack. Duck Speak, how you doing?
Airborne.
Liam, nice to have you with us.
Bridge?
Oh yeah, plenty of room under the bridge.
Okay, I'm going under the bridge. Sparky, move.
Loads of room.
Did
Yep, did it. Woohoo!
Yeah, I see it.
Going under that bridge?
Yeah. Oh, there's another one
can
as
do
well.
that.
There's
I can
another
do
one along
that.
the river.
I've just gone outside view, reverse camera. It looks like a champagne supernova.
Easy peasy.
Come on, Trex, there's a
We're
second
up.
bridge. There's
Gear
a
up.
second bridge. And there's a car under the water.
Never go under the
Flaps
second
up.
bridge. It's my rule.
Oh, okay.
Just made it up.
Well, that'd be good. Oh, wow, well, there's a bit of turbulence. Oh, there's a
It
lot
works
of
if the
turbulence.
Slobo could fix that.
Second bridge.
I was
No,
on
I've
the bridge.
changed,
instead
I've
of
changed
on
my
the
mind. I've changed my mind on that one.
The cars are driving under the water from the
Come
bridge.
back on the prop a little bit.
So don't hit the cars. Yep, made it. Bridge is safe.
Lovely.
For some reason my ATC's just kicked in. I don't know why.
Yeah, I turned mine off.
Yeah, I don't know why that's happened. I thought I had that off.
Can turn. I'm gonna turn the volume off.
Radio check volume.
Sound good?
I've just lost all avionics.
That's not
Black
good.
screens across the board.
Slide it
So
down.
I'm going to reset the flight and try and join you later.
Yeah, if you try and join us at Okigawa.
Yeah, copy that, Mark. I'll do my best.
Super.
Or
Hey Tip
was the-
Bird, how you doing?
Hey, Mark, doing good.
Great, and welcome to Lurker 49 ER.
Is it runway 32, Mark?
It is left-hand traffic, runway 32, landing.
Lovely.
I don't know why Microsoft changed this camera
Is this
axis,
gonna be a full
but
stop,
it's,
Mark?
it's a... Yep, full stop today.
okay.
Rummy breads on your 9 o'clock.
I got you, mate.
Give me a wing wave.
We all wave and then he doesn't know who it is.
Nice, nice, mate. Looking good.
Thank you, Mark, for making us do something different. You said twins, and I was like, oh yeah, I've got a bunch of those. And then I looked through all my planes. Oh, not only
that many.
don't I have a bunch, but I basically never fly them regularly. So the DA-62 is a blast.
Yeah, I like that plane. The only reason I'm not flying that is because I haven't flown this one.
I must say that I'm very fond of the G36 single and the G38 Beechcraft twin.
Now the
they're very good.
But the 38 you can't get if you don't have the deluxe.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't find
Is
it.
that you, Crips? 70, white 77?
Yep, on your 9 o'clock. Yep.
Roger, in that
38
yellow
off?
livery.
Yeah. No, I should be green actually.
A Striker 11, you're flying a commercial jet, a private jet.
You're yellow on mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So those in the Seneca, how fast is it cruising?
I can go 170, but if you do it safely, it's around 160.
Sparky Sven, who are you kidding? When have you ever done it safely?
I'm learning, eh?
Oh, do you guys have the moon to the left? Very faint?
Yep.
About,
Yes.
Oh,
can't see it.
What kind of UTC time are you flying?
3:15 local time, 3:15.
Yeah, 3:17. It was 2:30 when we left.
I'm hogging the ground, and this is so smooth. I can't believe it.
Ah, Windows 11 also?
Hey?
Running Windows 11 also?
No.
Well, Japan is very frame rate friendly, very, very.
My friend killed it and had to take it off quickly.
I've generally found that, I mean, I'm running a 3080, you know, I've got 32 gig of RAM, pretty fast, good processor. I've generally found that generic areas with generic buildings, once you get to photogrammetry area, that's when it generally takes a performance hit.
That's normal, yeah.
Well, there's an airliner going down somewhere.
How about you, Mark? Have you found that?
Yeah, I'm constantly amazed at how good the graphics are, the default graphics.
Yeah.
And do you know, I must say, my system with a 3090 etc. can run them on ultra, and I've run it at ultra and I've run it at high, and do you know, I can't see a difference. I have to be honest, I cannot see a difference. So what I've done is a lot of my settings are now at high because I can't see the point of ultra.
Yeah, you know, I had done all my own tweaking, but then when Steve came out with his latest HP Reverb G2 settings video, I just went through and I said, I'm just going to do everything that he recommends, absolutely everything. And there was a lot of that where, you know, it's like, well, you could set the clouds to ultra, but you don't need to, and that kind of stuff.
No, mine is also set to high, and it's okay. The clouds, I don't see a difference from between ultra or high.
Steve says Mark is the man for settings.
Only he uses the motion reprojection all the time, and that doesn't go well with AMD GPUs.
You're right.
I'm on NVIDIA GPU, and I'm not a fan of motion reprojection either.
I see the blurriness and the artifacts all over. I can't stand it.
Yeah, me too. And
I switch back and forth, but
and I find I don't need it 99% of the time.
I switch back and forth. I have it on right now. It's so smooth, and the blurring in the propellers I don't mind too much. But yes, whoever pointed out, Steve actually did defer to Mark on the settings, so I should probably go watch Mark's video too.
Do you mean you haven't?
Well, I probably did, but it slipped my mind.
I only do setting videos when there's a significant change.
Well, I have watched your G2 settings videos, so if you haven't done one recently.
No, I don't think I've done one for probably 6-8 weeks, I would think, maybe a bit longer.
Well, to coin Mark's phrase, what do you say, Mark? Set it and forget it.
Yes, set and forget.
That's how I like my settings. You know, the one thing I'm adamant about is I don't want to go back to the FSX days where I honestly spent more time tweaking my settings than I did flying.
Right.
Me too.
Yeah, that's what people say, less tweaking, more flying.
Yeah, and you know, I never want to go back there again. I'm in this hobby because I love flying, not tweaking and playing with computers.
Yeah. And then if something got updated and you didn't change anything like I did in Windows 11, and I noticed this big bump in performance without I changed a thing, then you really notice like what the hell went. And the last thing I installed was that cumulative update beta of Windows 11. It's like wow. Then I start spreading the word to people, and they all tested it also, a lot of them, and they confirmed. So going forward, good.
Hello, Antonio. Nice to have you with us.
Mark,
thanks for joining us.
That when it breaks down, you open the hood, and there's a circuit breaker that fell.
Yeah, just flip that.
Put the circuit breaker back on, close the hood, get going.
That's a Tesla then.
I'm
actually sitting here at the end of runway 32, marking it out for you.
Good man.
Yeah, pops mate.
Is it only me, or is there an Airbus or something doing barrel rolls?
No, not just you.
It's F-22. You mean that, Aiden? That guy?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. He was on my 2 o'clock there.
I just wondered whether I had the wrong model matching showing here.
Nope.
He might just be a,
It's an Aeroflot pilot, so don't worry.
one of those people who just saw the group and decided to tag along.
We land there. Runway 32.
Now,
okay, I'm right underneath it now. Oh,
yeah,
I'm right over it.
I think I've just flown over it.
With a left-hand circuit. Is that correct?
But I must say the multiplayer is working very well now. I don't see any planes disappear so far.
I've had a couple.
Mine just did crash the desktop.
Oh no, that's a shame.
I just lost the airport.
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay. Full stop landing here?
Yep. Yes, sir, it is.
Alright. Wheels down.
Where is it? Whoever the authority is in Japan,
already
have to
overfly it?
report they just ran into 3 airplanes, but oh well.
With them high ultra comparisons you were just making, is that VR specific or is that like everything?
That's everything.
There's nothing else than VR.
Yeah, what do you mean? VR is everything. What?
Yeah. If you're flying without VR, your VR goggles are broke.
Definitely flying with VR.
If I didn't hear about that this sim was going to support VR, I never would have gotten into this.
Yep. I totally second that.
Down.
So it's
It'll be a bumper.
I didn't. I
Right,
had done VR
coming
for
in now.
racing
This
sims,
is
but
gonna
I
be-
had not done a flight sim since the 80s, so I didn't know if I really wanted VR for the flight sim. I was actually a little like, you know, how whether I was going to like it or not. But yeah, in retrospect now, of course.
Assetto Corsa is good though, isn't it? Assetto Corsa in VR is really
yeah,
good.
yeah, the original, the
Yeah,
Assetto Corsa
That's all I'm playing,
Competizione
that
is
one.
the
It's rubbish.
ACC is really hard. You have to have as high end a machine to do VR there as you do in the flight sim.
Guys, for you that have landed, we're just going to go to the end and we're going to depart runway 14.
Okay, I'm turning base.
Is there really a helicopter with us? I see it.
No, I didn't see one.
Ah,
No,
is
I
that?
didn't.
I see one, but maybe it doesn't have a tag. Maybe it's just scenery. I don't.
Because I own every plane in the sim, so I should be able to see everything.
I tried to fly that Bell earlier on, and that's quite difficult, isn't it?
Which one's that?
The
Yeah,
Bell.
that's the new one that just came out in the sim marketplace.
No, it's on the table. It's on the menu, on the main menu.
What's the stall speed on this Bonanza?
Why are you asking?
Curious.
Yeah, I feel like
About 70 knots, something like that.
I think you probably, with full flap, you've probably got a stall of around 55, I would guess. Maybe 60.
Thank you.
So, Mark, are you going to take a nice long break today so we can chat with the missus this month?
I love that laugh.
Oh dear.
She was wonderful. I liked her.
Stall speed in the landing configuration on the beach G36 should be 61 knots.
Ah, perfect.
Perfect.
According to
Thank
the
you.
DOH.
Okay, on to our next leg, guys. So, we're going to be departing here. We're going to overfly Iruma Aero Airport, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Romeo Juliet Tango Juliet. And then we're going to fly to Mount Fuji, Gotemba Airport. You're going to need 5,500 feet initially, and then 4,500 to get over the two ranges of mountains that are ahead of us. And the airport itself is at 2,200 feet. It's quite hard to spot on, depending whether you got any low cloud, depending on your settings. So let's head off, and we're in for some fantastic scenery, quite frankly. So is everybody down?
Just got down myself.
So if we take off, it's a hard ride.
What's our heading out here, Mark?
Okay, so when we departing here, we're heading 222 degrees, 9.8 nautical miles to overfly Iruma Aero Airport, and then we turn on a heading of 228 for Gotemba Airport, which is basically at the base of Mount Fuji.
Okay.
So when you're ready, let's head out, guys.
All right. Full throttle. Here I go.
Let's rock and roll.
Release the brakes.
Just go half throttle.
Yeah, anybody
it's
can
like,
take off with full throttle.
I know.
Yeah, it's like leaving the Battlestar Galactica.
1/4 speed. Flash 1/4 speed. Try it.
Oopsie. Airborne. Bye.
Under the water.
And then hard right. Okay. Retracting flaps.
What'd I do? What did Unk Monkey do to attract
Nothing.
attention?
You did nothing. I'm just looking at names and
okay. I was like,
trying to figure out what they mean.
I was like, oh God, what'd I do?
Smart poker, what does that mean?
Who's flying that?
Smart poker? Smart poker was on the Andes flight yesterday.
Who's flying that fuel tanker that's over there on the side of the airport?
Everybody's disappeared.
Oh, guys, look, there's a little racetrack on the right-hand side.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, now I'm going to have to go look for it.
Oh, little go-kart track.
What's really cool is to combine the two hobbies, the flight sim and the race sim, fly around and find the tracks and kind of like drive around them with the airplane and
Hey,
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
there is a little
entertaining.
track there.
Gear up.
Ah, there we are. All back again.
End of runway.
Yeah, Silverstone
Flaps
is
up.
manageable, I think, on this to fly around on the ground.
Just gonna set my altitude.
There's a nice Silverstone on FlightSim.2 to download.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Oh, nice.
downloaded it, but I didn't look at it yet.
Somebody has a bush trip, well, so-called bush trip, that is different tracks. It goes around to different tracks, and I haven't done it yet, but I want to. And then someone else on YouTube made a video where they came in and landed, and when they landed, it converted to the racing sim, and they drove a lap around the track, and then it converted back to the flight sim, and they took off again.
Fun.
It was probably the Nordschleifer, wasn't it?
I'm waiting for the mod that lets you get out of your airplane,
into the car,
get into the car, and drive home.
Yeah, but that's Grand Theft Auto, huh?
Yeah,
that's called real life.
GTA, MSFS.
No, because I don't have a plane in real life.
Yeah, it combines all the games. You get out of the plane, steal the car for Grand Theft Auto, drive
There you
home, play Sims where you have to have a job and raise a family and pets and stuff.
And you got a carjack to get the car. Right?
Yeah. And once you get home, you put on your meta glasses and then.
You get home and you get home and you sit down and you play a game in VR. And it's just an endless loop.
That is called Matrix.
I don't ever want to leave VR.
And then you have to swallow the red or the blue pill. I don't know which one.
I'm gonna marry that. I'm gonna marry that Avatar girl. She's got it going. Yeah.
But you have to pay, right? In the metaverse, nothing is free, huh?
I need somebody out to
from Los Angeles.
Mark Zuckerberg's already got enough money.
You think he could afford a better haircut?
Yeah, and some clothes also with some more colors.
Yeah, I think the
Do one of you guys ever take a moment to appreciate the stitching and interior of some of these aircraft?
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah.
Not enough. I should.
Just a
Especially
moment.
when you're in VR, you push. You go really up close to the actual stitching.
Oh,
Look at the leather work.
Look at the
Last time I did that, I ran into a mountain. No,
You
you're right.
see the
I'm
arrow
joking.
today, Steve?
Yeah, no, it's cool. It looks cool. Well, there's not much stitching in this particular dashboard.
So, Steve, you're on, right? Is Steve here?
No, we have Flight Sim guy is not here now.
Okay.
No, it was just a minute ago.
No, he's not.
No.
I was just going to talk to him, but he is such a fan of doing a 70 render scale in the OpenXR and then 100 in the game, and he sticks with it. And I must admit, things are quite smooth for me, but I find that my instruments are more clear in the cockpit if I turn up the OpenXR and turn down the game scale.
Yeah, that's what works for me too. Cause
Yeah, that's what I do.
don't know if it was.
Yeah, but you need the graphical power to do it.
Yeah, so I got the 3090, so yeah.
Then you
I
should
got the
do it 100.
Ti, which is just as good as a 3090.
Then you should be able to set it to 100 in OpenXR and 100 in the sim also, and that's the most clearest. But my GPU can't take that.
I actually found that it's clearer to turn it to like 150 in OpenXR and maybe like 70 in the game.
Yeah, my sim would freak out if I did that and demand, Xanax or something.
Looks as if we're just flying over a military base, guys. If anyone's interested.
I don't know where you guys are.
Yeah, it is.
Clear to that?
Yeah,
over your
airbase.
Yeah, it's got both. This airport services. This airport services both civil and military operations. At Gotemba, I don't know if I mentioned, we're landing runway 20, which is more or less direct in. And here's a quick question for you guys, the knowledgeable guys. Which country has no airport?
Vatican City.
The Vatican.
That's pretty good.
That's a good guess.
Yeah.
Andorra.
That was good, yeah.
Has Andorra got one?
Monaco.
Luxembourg.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
Luxembourg is a little bit.
Vatican.
I know.
Luxembourg does
Andorra, you
have.
fly to Barcelona, don't you?
Now, does that count heliports?
Yeah, Monaco's got a heliport.
Yeah, I've been there a lot. Monaco. The helicopter is cheaper than the taxi.
I would think Vatican City has a heliport at least.
In Monaco, there is an heliport.
Yeah,
I'm doing this thing going from country to country and trying to land at the capitals.
Ah, nice.
And Andorra is a major thing. But I'm hoping that the volocopter might do it. Failing that, I've got the top rudder ultralight, which might be able to find a field somewhere in there. It's
for sure.
crazy.
The top rudder 103 Solo, one of my favorite aircraft, especially in VR. You can land in a few meters if you just stall just slightly above the ground and drop down.
Yeah.
Well, no, Mark, you can land in a few meters.
Me too, but I have to call Mayday helicopter people and so on.
I can spread the aircraft over several fields, but...
Aiden, I think
we shenanigans again.
Yeah, you're the F-22, but we're seeing you as an Airbus.
I'm using the sun visor in the Caranado plane for the first time. Is helping. The sun is really low.
Yeah,
not landing at Yokota, right?
I just noticed these airports that we're going by that we're not landing at. The airport markers are down at ground level.
Yeah,
Golf course below.
It's weird. No, we're not landing at Okinawa. We're overflying that. Sorry, at Uma Airport. We're overflying that, and we're going to Gotemba.
Gotemba sounds like an African airport.
Yeah, it does a little bit. It definitely, yeah. And that's at the foot of Mount Fuji.
Oh, nice.
Take off from Kilimanjaro, land at Gotemba.
Wow, that sun with the haze, that is getting hard to see.
Yeah, I can't.
It is really hard to see.
I could see Mount Fuji on my Fuji
Yeah.
on my sort of screen inside the aircraft, because obviously it's that
Oh yeah.
night vision mode, but I can't actually see it outside the aircraft.
Me neither. Yeah.
You'll know it when you hit it.
It's on the right. That shows red.
Take some paint off. Yeah, it'll knock some paint off the wing. Don't worry.
One of the things to do here, guys, as we get towards Mount Fuji, have a look left and right at the scenery. It's absolutely stunning here.
Yeah, definitely.
It is amazing.
Has everybody brought their skis to do some skiing on Mount Fuji?
Nice.
Nope.
No, just the toboggan.
That'll be in the X-Cub.
They got golf courses around here, don't they?
Mark, are we privy to the next event flight information or not? Or is that all under wraps?
No, not at all. The next flight is going to, I think it's the 12th of December. I'm not sure, I'll have to check the calendar, but I think it's 12th of December and it's Alaska.
Oh, brilliant.
I have that Orbex mesh show. That's nice.
Yeah,
Are you going to do pontoons or airstrips?
We're going to do airstrips, I'm thinking, but you might need a few skis. We're going to try a few unscheduled landings, not at airports.
I see you're going with the winter. I see you're going with the winter theme there, Mark.
Yeah, absolutely.
I see a beautiful bridge on the left there.
I was thinking of going to Lapland.
Christmas time.
I hear Mr. Watts licking his lips.
Oh, absolutely. I hope you're going to Kevik Camp in Alaska.
You want to get ATC warning you have a sleigh at...
Well, Fog of War has been very helpful in giving me some suggestions for a route. Al, if you've got some suggestions, please drop them in the Discord. I'm not familiar with the area too much, and I would love some help finalizing a route.
Problem.
What will you be using? A Cub or something like that?
I'm thinking we're probably going to be in the Cub Cessna category, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Or the new Porter one.
Yeah, we haven't done a real stall challenge for quite a while, and I'm quite keen to get back to that. And January, guys, Smudger is working and come up with a draft route, and in January we're planning to being in Sumatra.
Wow.
Sounds good. Sumatra. Wow.
You have to bring my oils and creams.
I remember of nice aircraft in Papua from Orbex a few years ago. Maybe we fly one day there. Papua New Guinea.
I guess the good thing about this flight sim, Mark, is you're never ever going to run out of places to fly, are you?
Yeah, sure.
That's for sure. And then for February, which is all subject to change, of course, I am thinking about the ultimate fly-in test. Anybody guess where that is?
Nope.
Yukla?
The Alps.
Luke, South Pole.
No,
I know a really devious one is Nepal and the mountains of Nepal. There's some terrible landing strips in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the air's so thin there as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I think for very
bus trips there.
very short hops, and they are very short hops, and stall landings, it's got to be Ohio.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fatalities on that one, Mark.
There is going to be a lot of fatalities, which will probably include me.
I'll have to take my life insurance out for that one.
Oh, I see Fuji here on the 2 o'clock.
Yeah, look at that. Just see the shadow of it, yeah.
Gonna have to adjust the weather to get some better light on that.
Going back to the stitching in the car, don't you just love the way that the seat mats are always clean? They're certainly cleaner than my ones in my car.
Unless you're flying the Piper Arrow.
Yeah.
That's true.
You have the mod installed, clean interior.
Yeah, I love the attention to details. Brilliant.
The Pipers are gonna get a huge update also very soon.
I'm not sure I'm going to clear
It's
this.
kind of buggy since Sim Update 6, a few things, glitches left and right, but not that breaks the plane that much.
I have to say this is probably the best looking bit of scenery I've seen in one of these flights.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Am I going to clear this, you reckon?
Absolutely awesome.
It's going to be close. Wow,
You guys are much higher.
I am just skimming the top here. Wow.
I'm climbing from down below.
I went round.
I went under some 3 bridges already, so...
That is close.
It is amazing.
This scenery now as we're now hitting the deep gullies and ravines with the rivers in and what have you. Truly stunning.
I just love the way the sun brings out all the contouring in the mountains. It really is fantastic.
With the mist and the fog over it.
I've got cloud and I can't see Mount Fuji clearly at all.
Trex, Sky Trex, can you do some screenshots while you're flying?
I'm trying to line up a screenshot right now with Fuji and everybody.
Alexa, what time is it?
Like, I went down to sunrise time for a nice pinking up of the clouds.
I'm pretty sure I've got live weather on.
Yeah, I have live weather also.
Well, when we get a little closer to the mountain alongside it, I'll have a good shot.
Could have taken the DC-6.
Even the Junkers would be lovely across here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but the Junkers are slow. It's really slow. I think more like 120 knots or something, or even slower.
Yeah, but slower than
I'm gonna circle back, get a better angle.
But it flies amazingly, Junkers. It's a dream to fly.
Lovely.
I saw someone flying the Spit, but I had a couple of problems with the Spit. The oil tank goes out of the roof, and my engine starts sputtering up. Then I have to pipe it.
That's the Spit. You have to treat it with a lot of respect and love, or she will punish you.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't have those problems like before, and now I have them.
Yeah, you just need to trim back on the what's the
propeller?
The propeller, I think. Just trim it back to about 75% and you're good to go.
Okay, so it's okay.
Yeah, you have to watch your boost and your manifold pressure a lot.
Yeah,
if you do.
yeah, but my boost is not too high, but I think I didn't match with properly. You know that's probably why. Okay.
Yeah, that changes the manifold pressure.
Yeah, if you're flying the flying irons one, if you keep it at about 2650, you'll be okay. And the other thing is on the left-hand side in the cockpit, there's that radio stack. If you hit the D key, it turns engine damage off.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but that's cheating.
I didn't know that. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think it's an A, B, C, and D buttons. And you just press the D button and it turns engine damage off. But what I found is if I stay at I don't go over 2650, then the engine's fine. Otherwise, I never complete a flight.
No, exactly. The engine will. The same with the Corsa. The Corsa is an amazing plane to fly, and it has lots of in-depth systems, and I love the damage stuff of it. But I just blew the engine yesterday. I had oil spills all over my canopy, and I couldn't see shit.
Then it's really game over. The Spit, if you throttle down and you keep the pressure low, it will recuperate. But the Corsair, no.
Corsair, it's done.
Game over. Yeah.
And if you land too hard on the prop or anything, you prop will damage. I love that plane. It's
it's very nice.
It's amazing.
Guys, once you're over the high ground, you need to drop a bit like a stone here to get into the airport.
What is that plane you guys are talking about?
The
Spitfire in front.
The Flying Iron Spitfire Mark 9.
But is that the Corsa that people are talking
about?
No,
that's another one.
Yeah, I have the Flying Iron Spitfire, but what's the Corsa?
The Corsa is also now in the sim market. Before it was from, I think, Milvitz?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And yes, I bought that one, but if you buy it in the store, the one problem with the store version is it doesn't have any weapons.
Oh.
Not that you use them, but you can shoot your weapons and you can hear the sound and that kind of stuff.
You feel the nozzle flares. You have the nozzle flares also.
Yeah. Yes.
This might just be you guys not saying it with an American accent. Are we talking about the Corsair?
Yeah. Corsair.
Ah. Okay, I'm sorry, I couldn't understand.
Guys, just to interrupt you. Being a Gran Turismo fan on the PlayStation 4, I've just realised where we're flying over.
There's a race track here.
It's right below us.
Oh yeah,
I just passed it.
What is the track?
Mount Fuji circuit.
Oh, okay.
Yep, Jesus, Mount Fuji.
Wow, I never realised it was there.
it's the name. It's in the name now, right?
Yeah. I just didn't realise that's
real.
where it was. That's
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. That's by pure chance. I just saw that. I just caught the corner of my eye.
No, it may be probably my accent, but I'm from Holland, so probably the accent with the Corsair. But yes, the Corsair's in the sim market, and it's a great plane.
Yeah,
for the
I
sim
have it.
market too.
I have it.
But-
I have it. I just didn't realize I had it because I wasn't understanding.
Sorry,
My
man.
fault.
Sorry.
My
But
fault.
if you want the weapons and everything, you have to buy it outside the sim market.
Yeah, which I did. Okay.
Ah, nice.
Oh yeah, I've just flown straight over it. Okay, yeah, I've just.
I still want to do information flight with someone with the Spitfires or the Corsair because that would be awesome. Like 10 Spitfires or 10 Corsairs flying information.
Why do we always have? Why
Are we landing here?
Oh yes, we're landing.
I finally changed the time of day because I could not see Mount Fuji no matter what I did.
Oh yeah, I've just seen it.
I
I've
had
just seen it pop up.
I had to turn the time back to like 11 in the morning to be able to see it.
One of the biggest mountains in the world, and I've only just noticed it.
Yeah,
Runway 20, touchdown.
Is that a runway?
Yeah, it's probably that big lump on your right.
Now on my left.
I
was
couldn't
just
see
looking down.
anything with the afternoon and the haze and the sunlight. I couldn't see anything.
Ooh. Break.
I'm
Spending
way
too much
behind you
time
guys.
in third-person view, looking around, and not concentrating on where I'm going.
Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind you guys. I was messing with my VR settings. I'm so far behind now that I don't even think I'm going to get a touch and go in.
Came in way too fast on that.
Yeah, I was right behind you. I was like, ooh, he's going in the bushes.
I've lost all my controls taking pictures.
I decided to do an experiment and I switched from Steve's recommended 70 in OpenXR and 100 in the game back to my standard 150 in OpenXR and 100 in the game, and the cockpit is so much more clear.
Oh, not that again.
See a lot of bouncing going on.
Oops. Sorry guys, that's me going the wrong way on the runway.
How dare you?
Okay,
If I'm not bouncing, I'm not landing.
You're not alone, Mark. You're not alone.
For this airport, guys, we are gonna backtrack to runway 20 for departure, just so everybody knows.
Does anyone have more information on the oh, my engine just got out. Sorry, wait a minute. More information on the Charlie water pedals. I see something from coming that they are in Q1 or something, like March, but is there more? Does anyone have more information on that one?
The last update I had from Honeycomb was exactly that. That it's probably gonna. I don't think we're actually gonna get them in our hands till about April.
Yeah.
And we're gonna face the same problem again, which is open for pre-order, close in an hour, and you know only X number is going to be available.
Yeah, but there is like a flight web shop in Holland here, and I can pre-order there already. But I'm like, I don't know if they will get it, and Aerosoft is not providing it now, so I'm not keen on pre-order yet. But I do want it, because I'm flying with like a button now, and my water pedals are like buttons, so I don't have any control over it. So if I'm flying the Spitfire and I'm trying to take off,
that's
well, it doesn't go well.
That's going to be very difficult. I mean, the Spitfire is not easy to take off. I don't have
with the Corsair.
I don't have a problem landing it.
As a rudder.
I have no problem landing them, but taking off.
Same. Landing is not a problem, but taking off and try to. I don't know. Think you have water pedals, right, Mark? But
I do.
Button, it's even harder because you don't have any control over the water. So it's just full 100% water all the time.
David Gordon, hello.
Better, but like 500
Nicton,
euro, and they can,
how you doing?
can get them anywhere.
Thanks for joining us. Hello.
I have
to Derek. William
I have
FS,
everything
good evening.
From Honeycomb, and I'm like, if I'm gonna buy water pedals now for like 130, say, the Logitech ones for 200 euros or 130 euros, I think 130. Then I buy them, and like in 4 or 5 months, maybe Charlie comes out, and then I'm gonna buy the Charlie, so I have 2 water pedals. Yeah, you know, seems like a waste of money.
Yeah. I've still got my old CH pedals.
I have
I
those
use the
too.
Crossmaster pedals. I don't see any point in changing.
But if you have pedals, why change them? But I don't have any, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know some of the new are coming with load cells, aren't they? So they're a little bit more reactive as opposed to the HAL units.
I spotted the airport at the last second because I was so far behind you guys. I decided to just land. I forgot to put my gear down.
It's overrated.
You don't need gear.
I'm sitting on my belly in the middle of the runway.
Then you press Y, yeah? Y, and you can recover.
Quick way to stop.
Yeah, I did stop very quickly.
If you find it in the Corsair, you will not make it. Your pop will die on you.
Yeah, then it's finished.
So Y, and then how do I gain altitude?
F4.
Okay.
Yes.
Keep it pressed and then you will gain altitude. But if you do that in the Hawk, all the systems are fucked. They don't come on back online.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Hey, it works. You can fly, but there's no flaps and no gears.
all your gauges go off as well, didn't they? Yeah, I found out the other day.
Right,
guys, I've got to go. Thanks for the little trip. Unfortunately, real life has got in the way, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Take it easy, mate. Take it easy.
Next time.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Right, next leg, guys,
You're gonna have to
is a touch and go. Runway 33 left. It's at Suzuka Shi Airport. Romeo Juliet Sierra Zulu. Course is 230 degrees. It's 25 nautical miles. And when you're ready, let's head off runway 20.
So we're going to be looking for the motorbike track nearby.
And you're going to be looking for altitude of 4,500.
Yeah, the runway's blocked at the moment.
Yeah.
We have a bus in the way.
To drop 2, guys. This console just isn't playing tonight, so have a good flight, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Yep.
Cheers,
Okay, see you later.
Take it
Bye.
easy.
Cheers.
Gripsy 77 rolling.
I'm gonna check my fuel also.
You guys will catch up. I'm in an M20 elevation, so.
You know what I don't
Here
understand
we
about
go.
the DA62 is when I take off, if I lose altitude at all, the voice says, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, right? But I'm coming in for a landing with my gear not down and it doesn't say anything. It doesn't seem right.
It's got bored and switched off by then.
Ah,
Sell you stairs.
there's my wingman, Crummy Breads.
Someone's in the trees.
Yeah, I'm around, mate. I keep trying.
For those that started at 2:30, what is the time now?
It's 3:56.
Okay. I
Is
tried to.
is that local time?
Yeah,
Yeah, local.
Yeah, I've got. Are you 356? I think. Okay, I've got 333.
And I'm at 402.
When the Carenado digital watch is not working properly.
I got 321 in mine.
There's some kind of space-time continuum problem here.
Yeah.
Synchronize watches before we start.
Must have gone through a.
It's the radiation.
having 356 too.
Ah, there's 2 votes for 356.
Yeah.
Doesn't make Fiji look superb as you just turned around by it. Amazing, covered in snow. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, you need a fairly steady climb here. Because the ground rises up with you.
I'm just not going to go over those mountains. I'm going to go around them.
Yeah.
That jet is very maneuverable.
Trying to reach the top of Mount Fuji, that's really difficult.
Are we going up there?
Nope.
Don't tease.
Or heading of 250, yeah?
Heading of
230.
Yeah, 230. We're heading. We're now going to head away from the high ground, and we're going to head over the coast.
Good night. Somebody's not getting enough oxygen by the sounds of things.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to
Close
say.
the window from the plane because it's only 5 degrees outside.
Or enough coffee.
Yeah, I have push to talk on, but I keep it down so much that I managed to yawn while I had it down.
Lord
That was
Nickton.
your chin to set it off, yeah?
No, I don't think you'd get a 747
No
off,
dogs barking yet.
off this airport.
There are
Might be
dogs
wrong,
here.
but it's going to be a
So I
tight
wish
one.
I could remember the name of the plane, so this would actually be useful information, but just a couple of days ago I watched an AvAngel review of a little light jet, they call it. They were
The
go ahead.
FG-22.
Yeah, that was superb. That was.
Yeah,
And,
I have it also.
and I got it. It was $7 American. And
Yeah, true.
And it's so fun.
There you go, SimHanger. You're 3 o'clock.
Have a look.
If anyone is like interested in like
I
the
got you.
engineering behind some planes,
Singistan?
there is a channel on YouTube called Real Engineering, and they have some videos on the 787, I think. No, the Dreamliner, sorry, the Dreamliner. And also some videos on some the F-35 and some other jets. And they have like really in-depth videos on how the engineering went to those planes, because the Dreamliner is a whole carbon plane, almost 50% composite. And if you like the engineering behind planes, go watch that. It's like 30-40 minutes, and it's amazing. The guy is amazing at telling stories about the engineering behind stuff. I study engineering, and it's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, there's even some aeronautical engineers that say I learned more on that watching those YouTube videos than 4 years of school.
I'm not an aeronautical engineer, I'm just non-mechanical engineer, but
Yeah, me too.
Somebody's flying around me. I can't see the label, but it looks to me like you got your gear down.
I used to make parts for the A380 landing gear.
The A380.
Yeah,
Oh,
part of
I'm
the,
waiting for that one.
Yeah,
Not me.
Part of the universal
That's
joints
me.
on the landing
Thanks
gear.
for noticing.
Nice.
Yeah. Me, I love the general aviation planes more than all the commercial airliner jets.
I love the fly-by-wire A220 Neo.
Yeah, the sounds are very nice. It's all very authentic, the wheels and everything. It's amazing.
I can't wait for the A380 for when it gets out, but I don't know when the release date is, if they have announced anything more about that.
I don't have any information about that also.
Mark, do you know more about the A380?
The fly-by-wire one?
Yeah, that one.
Yes.
I've played around with it. I wouldn't class myself as particularly knowledgeable or anything on it.
You've done more than we have, probably.
Yeah, I've spent quite a bit of time in the CRJ, and of course the DC-6 has been occupying me for some time now.
Yeah, the DC-6 it's one of my favorite planes all time.
Yeah, I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I
It's
flew one
amazing.
in Alaska a few years ago.
It's only had a problem yesterday that the I think it's engine number 1, yeah, the most left engine. It wouldn't start on me, not even with Control E, nothing. Wouldn't start.
Huh. Maybe your finger was broken. You broke your finger.
Makebo, just buzzing me there in the B-58. How you doing? And you've still got your gear down.
One question: can you change the designation of your call sign? I don't like being crummy bread.
I don't know.
Is that on your Microsoft account or just on Discord?
Microsoft.
You can you get one change free, and after that it costs you about $8 US.
Okay.
So how do I change it?
You go to
Don't
Microsoft
change,
account.
don't change it. We like it. That's you.
Crummy
That's you.
Yeah.
Well, I got my tail designation as G.I. Joe, but I can't stand crummy bread.
Why did you pick it then?
Yeah.
I didn't. The guy that installed Flight Sim for me just said it.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Does he not like you?
Does he not like you?
He doesn't anymore.
We're never going to trust your
Time to
sandwiches.
descend a little bit here.
Did he serve you some toast? Did you serve him some toast for doing that? And
Lord Necton, yeah, the Hawk
This is
T1.
that guy.
Yeah,
He-
it'd be
you talk
great
about
to
you
fly
talk
around
about a
Japan.
Nerd, he's nerd class 4.
we're all nerds.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
No, you guys are pilots.
Show me a flight
this guy
simmer
is
who's
weird.
not a nerd. I'll show you a faker.
So I've got a quick question for any T1 Hawk owners out there. Has anyone
Yeah.
got the Just Flight T1 Hawk?
Yeah, I do. Yep.
Okay, great. I'd like to put this out there because I've got a bit of an issue. So I've got the latest version, 1.2, I think it is now. 1.20.
Yeah, 012. Yes.
Yeah. So basically, when I'm flying along full pelt, full power, sort of 3,000 to 7,000 feet, flat out, and then suddenly I get this buffeting turbulence sound, and it lasts for about 30 seconds, and it comes and it goes and it comes back and goes. Does anyone else notice that? It
But
never
that's-
did it on version 1.
Probably buffeting turbulence.
Yeah, but if you
On the stream, if you're wondering what I'm doing, there's a touch and go at this airport. I'm just dropping like a brick so I can catch these guys doing their touch and go.
Because it almost sounds as if it's a sound sample loop,
Does it make if you change your air pressure or your air density?
Are
does
we
it do
landing
it
at
different?
Shizuoka?
No, this is touch and go, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Okay, so it might just be me. So thanks a lot. Anyway.
I see two sea vessels from Orbix or seafront simulations here on the lake. That's nice.
So it's touch and go runway 30. No.
Oh, we are here already.
Touch
Ooh.
and go 33L, 33 left. I've just had to do a go around. I'm just trying to get down so I can. Whoops, so I can capture you guys doing your magnificent touch and goes.
Oh, okay, so we go around.
And they are so magnificent.
I just
What's the approach? 33.
33 left, yes.
Okay.
Over the water and back in.
I'm doing 15 right. Sorry.
And,
Yeah, I was going to say, aren't there several people doing the opposite?
They are.
The SimHanger, we're gonna crash.
It's a stunt show.
Whoa! Break, otherwise I end up in the water.
I'll turn on ATC.
Sven, they're going to file a report on you. You just caused a bunch of crashes.
Sorry. I told you which way I was coming from.
Yeah, as you were doing it. Now that I'm on the runway, I would like to announce that I am coming from the opposite direction.
I even have my landing lights on and everything, beacon lights, you should see me.
That's not the first time, is it, Sparky?
Nope.
The airliner's coming in at 33 right, so be aware.
Boulder Sim, nice one.
Must be accurate, so I'll come again.
Sparky Sven, here you come again.
Whoa! Oops. Almost crashed to the other one.
Maybe I'll try to remember to put my gear down this time.
Whoa! Somebody just did a nose over.
Ooh. If you do it a hawk, you have to buy it again, eh? Whoa!
Crossing, nice. Crispy 77, nice one.
Cripsy, not crispy.
I was talking about your landing. Tunesy, nice one. And Skytrex.
Ghost like not butter but margarine.
Duck speak, that's fine.
Yeah, we can't believe it was butter.
I'm just admiring the cricket ground there.
A slight little bounce. I'll take it.
Guys, we're only touch and go here, and then we are heading on to Shizuoka, Romeo Juliet November Sierra. Your heading is 240 degrees, 21 nautical miles, and we're doing a full stop landing runway 30, and we need to climb to 1500 for this leg. So, has everybody done a touch and go, or? Oh, Al, what are you doing? Oh, no.
I landed.
Nice recovery. Crummy bread. Nice one.
So I did a full landing.
That Aiden. Bakerfly. Nice one. I think the Aiden, we're seeing him as a jet. He's actually in the F-14.
Is he the one showing up F-22?
Sorry, F-22, yeah.
Okay, because F-14 I have that loaded, so I should see it, and I don't see it.
Yeah, no, F-22. I stand corrected.
No, he's blocking the runway.
I'm just soaking up the geography of this place. Seems to be a big port here, so.
The sounds that are coming from this are amazing. The sounds of, let's have like Stuka dive bombers. The sounds are amazing listening to this. Just propeller aircraft diving, it's amazing.
There's that Spitfire gone.
Sorry, Mark, what runway are you going into now?
We are... Yeah, and it's runway 30.
30.
Oh.
For a complete stop.
For a full stop landing at the next airport.
Okay. Fly by, Sparky Sven. Close your ears.
And we're more or less going along the coast, so you only need about 1500 for this altitude, 1500 for this leg.
Well, I don't know if anyone's got live weather on, but there seems to be some heavy clouds building to my left.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yes.
Yeah, just saw them.
What's the heading?
243.
Thank you.
Does everybody see the windmill here in this next town, or is that part of one of my add-ons? I mean, not windmill, but wind turbine.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. No, there's quite a lot of wind turbines over the next two legs in the scenery, and they're all default. It's amazing. And if it's at night, they've got some lovely red lights on them. The only problem is they float above it.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly through the blades.
I'm just passing what looks to be a generic football stadium or some sort of stadium. Looks a bit Legoland, but
Big city, Shizuoka.
I'm back, guys. My X56 was giving me camera issues with my little joystick on the side of the stick.
Oh, made it through the blades.
No, I haven't seen that.
Knew you could do it.
I haven't seen that wind turbine yet.
no, I'm looking out for it as well.
On the hilltop?
I'm over the hilltop.
Just
Right
where
along
the
coast.
just where the river comes into the
Right
coast.
on the water.
Not on the coast.
If you have gamer tags turned on, I'll go back. I'm Unk Monkey.
Yeah, I've got my gamer tags turned on.
I got you, Monkey. 11 o'clock.
So now I'm heading back to the wind turbine.
Palmerhide, I'm right above it now, if you can see my name tag.
Oh, yeah, no, you guys are quite far ahead of a lot of us, yeah.
Aiden just
Mouth
went
of
through
the river there.
Aiden just went through the turbine in his airliner.
Oh yeah, copy that. I can see the wind turbine. Yeah, I'm on it now.
Tell me, has anybody got the Turtle Beach Velocity 1 yet?
No.
No.
Everyone's waiting for you, Mark.
Mark does.
I've got it
Do
on.
you have it, Mark?
I've got it on order. I'm hoping to get it next week. But I know that Hudson's received his, and I'm green with envy.
I had my wife try and order it this morning, and she's on notification status.
You won't be green with envy if it's really disappointing.
Still be green with envy.
I hope Mark is playing with his today and figuring it out and make us a good video on it.
It's the only yoke with a rudder, isn't it, built in? That's why I'm waiting for it.
I'll definitely do a video on it once I get it. Hudson has had a quick look. He's generally very positive about it. I think my biggest concern, because it's designed by one of the chief engineers from the SATEC days, are really the throttles, and whether they're that loose throttle that's so common with the SATEC throttle. Not my favorite. And I've been spoiled because I'm flying with the honeycomb throttle and yoke.
Yeah, me too. I'm using it all day, every day.
Yeah, me too.
You have
also
to stick.
Airbus add-on kit thing. No, follow us.
Yeah, those are in stock. Yeah, you should just go and buy it, but I never really fly the Airbus that much.
I've got the T-Flight Hopeless, and it's. I ended up sticking some draft excluder brush down the sides of the throttle just to give it some resistance to stop it flapping around.
So when I'm flying the DA62 is a stick plane, so I'm using my HOTAS throttle, but my yoke throttle is I have a honeycomb yoke, but I have a Logitech throttle quadrant with the 3 controls on it, and I thought that was basically the SciTech one.
That is the SciTech one.
I don't find the throttle. I'm doing the throttle right now. It's not loose at all. It stays. It's got just enough resistance.
You probably dropped some coins down there or something.
Or some crumbs, some breadcrumbs.
Bread crummy bread.
Don't get on the bread thing again.
Or maybe it was because it's a newer generation or something. Because I only got this, within the last 6 months.
Have you tried the honeycomb throttle?
No, I had the honeycomb yoke, and I looked at my desk space that I had left, and I just did not have the desk space for it. So I got a separate trim wheel and this Logitech throttle quadrant, and they all fit, much better than making room for the Bravo.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Have you tried a throttle in a real aircraft?
No,
because there's quite a lot of resistance.
Okay.
Yep.
And it's that realism, I suppose, I'm looking for.
Yeah. See, I find it stiff enough because it's actually stiffer than the throttle I have. It's than the throttle I have on the HOTAS, which is too loose.
Come on, children, grow up.
Yeah, never.
Hudson says, Hudson on the stream says that he heard the magic words Velocity 1 and the push-pull throttles, because it's got both. It's got the vernier throttles and the ones on top for multi-engine or for airliners. He says the push-pull throttles are fantastic.
Hello, Mark. I've just joined because I thought it was ignorant for me not to join.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Welcome.
Just on the Velocity 1, the push-pull ones have fantastic resistance. It feels like you're flying in a real Cessna. Really good.
What about the attraction to me of that unit was that it had both kind of throttles.
Yeah, you can use 4 engine throttles, but I just use the Cessna control because I love flying the Cessna, so I'm just using them for the moment. But
any good?
Can you change the amount of resistance, or you can't?
Not that I know of. I've not looked into it. Not according to the manual. It's a very basic manual, but I'm going to try and contact them to see if I can change resistance. The yoke itself has a detent, be aware of that, so it springs back to the center. but I'm used to that with the Logitech flight yoke system.
Does the honeycomb have a detent?
Nope.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, at the end,
It does have, but it's
at the end, yeah. So for the reverses, you have a detent to push it, pull it over it.
You mean the throttle?
You mean the throttle?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
The funnel has a detent, but the yoke doesn't have a detent.
No.
No, the yoke. No, the yoke. No.
No, sorry, not a detent. It's got a very definite center.
Had a detent.
Okay, Mark and guys, Doberman, I'm gonna have to drop out because I've just crashed the desktop. I really enjoyed the fly.
No worries, mate.
Thanks very much for joining us.
Basically, that means your PC's overheated. Never mind.
Yeah, you have Intel, huh?
Take this opportunity to have a little break. Cheers.
Cheers.
Take it easy.
Thanks for joining. See you later.
Are we gonna overfly here, Mark?
No, this is a landing here, and I've just.
This is the landing.
Yeah, it's a landing, and I've just missed the airport. So.
Landing. Okay.
With all the talking and the yapping. Are you planning any kind of break here, Mark? 5 minutes or something, or?
Yeah, we can do, no problem.
I mean,
okay,
I'll
get a second beer.
I'll do it whether anybody else does or not, but I can catch up if you guys go.
I think it's a toilet break and a beer beverage break top up, isn't it?
Sounds good to me.
Sun is coming down, though. You have to hurry up.
Yeah. I've been in VR an hour and a half. I need a
getting dust now.
We're slaves to the sun in this sim.
Yeah, the sun is definitely going down.
Yeah. Okay, touchdown almost.
Gear is down? Is it? I don't know.
Gear check, yes.
It was not. Oh! Sometimes you hit it and it goes down and comes right back up.
Oh, I've got a fellow Spitfire in front of me. I can see. Whoever that is.
Those trees are deceptive, aren't they? In front of it.
Mark, coming back to the throttle discussion from just a few minutes ago, you actually picked the perfect time for this kind of airplane because my honeycomb throttle just arrived this week.
It's
very nice.
You won't be disappointed. That's for sure.
No, you won't.
Definitely, it's fantastic.
I don't want anything else. I have the Thrustmaster Airbus throttle with all the options also, and I never use it. It sucks compared to the honeycomb one.
I've got the handles for the A320 for the honeycomb. They're also very good.
Yeah, they're very good. Yeah.
Are they?
I've heard that the honeycomb was gonna make a new yoke after the upgrade the alpha yoke with like the starter that it springs back when you go from magnetos to both, and then the starter springs back, and they could make a new like system with the yoke that it's more accurate or something.
That's correct. That's exactly what they're doing, and yeah, it's gonna be Xbox compatible as well.
Yeah. And that's the Bravo one. You can hook it up to that one to make it compatible.
Yeah, there's going to be like a link box, and you'll connect to the link box to connect. Okay, guys, we're going to take a very short break, literally 2 to 3 minutes, and then we'll be back to it.
When we take off here, which way are we going to head out?
I'm going to put some name tags on.
3-0.
Guys on the stream, we'll be back very shortly.
I'm gonna turn my lights in the dashboard and everything on because it's getting dark.
Yeah, my lights have come on automatically, unless they were already on. I think.
Which one does that automatically? I never had any plane that does that automatically.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, maybe they were already on, I just didn't really notice until it was getting dusk.
I think it was that. Okay, gonna get some more beer.
Hey. Well, that explains a lot.
It's amazing how good people's landings become since the start of Mark's live streams. People are landing a lot better than you were.
Yeah, well, depends how much beer they've had, I guess.
Helps to turn off the crash damage.
The more beer you have, the less fearless you get, I guess. More fillies you get, sorry.
Has any of you guys got the FS realistic audio add-on?
I do.
I put that in a couple of days ago, Al.
Pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just I don't spend enough time inside the cockpit to hear it.
Yeah. Bit novelty, that one for me, but
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's good fun.
Yeah, no, it is. You're right.
No,
It's
I
all-
think it's
Large coagulation of aircraft down here, boys.
I think it's actually really good. Although I found out the hard way that the sneeze is on by default. So as I was advancing the throttles on the Seneca, taking off, suddenly the guy goes, "Achoo!"
Yes,
and scared the snot out of me.
See, stuff like that would annoy me after a while, because I just would know when it was coming, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
But the buffeting, the wind buffeting, the buffeting really creates the wind buffeting creates a really more immersive experience. You really feel it.
Yeah, I think it's very good. It'd be interesting to see if we do a lot more sound. I don't know how much memory it takes to do it, but it'd be nice to have something like like a stewardess asking if you can captain like a coffee or something. You know, I don't know if that takes a lot.
Or beer.
Or beer. Yeah, that's right.
And everyone just moved their ailerons. I just want to see if it does it actually show up. Everyone twiddle their ailerons. I can't see. Ailerons. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm twiddling mine.
No.
Okay,
can't see
we're
any
back.
movement,
No.
No. Okay.
Okay, we're back.
The clouds is nice with the sunset. Wow.
Yeah, looks beautiful.
And I got a chrome livery on my plane, so it's shiny.
I've got my time at just about 4 in the afternoon at the mo.
I'm 20 minutes behind you, Mark. Yeah. Sorry, 20 minutes ahead of you, so it's a bit more dusk for me.
4:24.
16:14.
Actually, I might just wind that back, actually, while we're here, just to give myself a bit more daylight.
That's cheating.
Yeah, I know. 16:31, 16:10.
So next is heading 271, or no, 240.
No, the next heading is 271.
Yeah, okay.
But we overfly the airport, we're not landing, and then we're gonna go to the last leg in this event, which is Romeo Juliet Oscar Echo.
Aquino Aero.
Aquino Aero, and we're landing runway 31.
I've got dust on the grass on this. I've never seen that before.
Oh, I've seen that.
The dust particles, yes, as if the plane developer implemented it, you can see it.
On a DA62,
What altitude
I've
would you need,
never
Mark?
seen it.
What altitude would you suggest?
Okay, for this one, again, the whole route can be flown at 1,500 feet or higher. I'd recommend 1,500. You get a look at some of the scenery. We're going to be flying over some of the sea, and we'll see a lot of the small islands and this sort of thing. Really quite scenic, and lots of wind turbines too.
And Hamamatsu is the hometown of Yamaha motorbikes.
Aha.
Oh, very interesting.
And they're also making an electric one.
I prefer the RDLC for the moment.
Right, are most of us back, are we?
Yep.
Okay, so let's head off. We just take off the same way that we landed, guys. So taking off from runway 30, and let's head on. Gonna overfly Hamamatsu Aero, and then on to Aquino Aero, altitude 1500, landing runway 31, Aquino Aero. Let's go.
Roger. Okay. Full throttle.
Yeehaw!
VR is amazing. I've actually got my head out the window like a dog. Just try it. Try it. It's amazing when you take it
You also got your tongue out?
But that only that only works if you got your tongue out.
Yeah.
It's flat.
And then your face is full of beer.
I've got flies in my teeth, yeah.
Or bugs.
Oh, bugs, yeah, that's for motorcycle people.
Makarabo, I'm right behind you.
Oh, some lovely generic terminal graphics there. Gotta love the generic stuff.
At least it runs smoothly.
Yeah, that is right. That is right.
The sim is so rock solid now, I love it.
It's getting better, isn't it, guys? It's getting better every month, bit by bit. Slowly but surely.
It is.
Me as a top AMD system, I could only fly like 15 to 30 minutes tops. And then I'd crash the desktop non-stop. And now with Sim Update 5, boom, my world changed.
Same as me, but then I got an NVIDIA card and it's even better.
I've been adding cards, USB hubs, which I still use. It makes it more stable. But I was trying everything possible, and I'm an IT pro as a job, so I was like, what the hell? Early adopter.
This is an amazing view. I'm taking external view here. All the labels. Oh, it's fantastic.
The sun is almost finished, huh?
Yeah.
Guys, for the love of God, when is it coming to Flight Simulator? The flyby view.
Well, they've got in the update on Thursday, which is Sim Update 7, they've got the replay feature. I wonder if they're going to do anything in terms of the cameras, because the flyby you can get, but you have to manipulate the drone camera.
Yeah, I know, Mark. It's a pain in the ass. I tell you what I want them to do.
That is exactly what it is.
So I fly with an Xbox controller. I just find it's easy, and quite sensitive and responsive. But you know the top, the middle left hand button where you can change view from inside to outside.
Yes.
I would like them to implement a third view. You know, so you press it 3 times and you have so the third option is a flyby view.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Before it takes you back inside the cockpit again.
Right. Because X-Plane's flyby view is second to none.
Yeah. Or even a drop camera view, you know?
So, SU7's coming out this coming Thursday?
It is. And
the 18th, I think, also.
Yeah, it's Thursday the 18th. With it is an optional to upgrade to DX12.
Right.
Interesting.
If your sim crashes because of DX12, then when it reboots, it will default back, I believe, to DX11.
Okay.
Which is good.
Also, yeah.
Ray tracing is not part of this update, guys.
Mm-hmm.
The replay feature will be under the developer mode as a beta, if you like.
Mm-hmm.
They'll also be adding the 5 new aircraft, 9, I think, airports, including, and then to purchase will be the Reno Air Races expansion, coming in 2 forms. One
€60 for the full, yeah.
Yeah, €60 for the full, and I think €20 for the expansion pack. And they also, and this is one thing that will really interest me, they are fully, well, not fully, but there's quite an overhaul to the weather system.
That's new. I didn't know that.
So the
No, that sounds like a sim break.
Yeah. Well, the weather system is just perfect. How can
I'm shocked you say that. All you need is a seat belt and a crash helmet, you'll be fine.
So you just said a bunch of really good stuff. I hadn't been following Sim Update 7 because I figured, well, we'll see what it has when it gets here. But you said 9 new aircraft. Is that separate from the Reno races?
No, there's 5 new aircraft.
Okay,
5 new aircraft. Yeah,
Yeah,
which
we're all going to get 5 new aircraft free.
Yeah,
And what are they?
which includes the Pilatus PC-12. It includes the F.
With 18 Hornet.
Is it the F-18 Hornet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't recall offhand. I did a video on it.
So that's the one that was gonna come with the Top Gun thing, but I got delayed. But we're gonna get the plane now.
Okay, so we get the plane now. The whole Top Gun thing comes later.
No, the carrier thing that's later. Like, I don't think that's gonna be included yet. That's gonna be when the movie really releases Top Gun 2.
Okay. Oh, well, that's fantastic. Yes, it probably will break. There's a lot of changes, so probably will break things, but that's exciting stuff.
Yeah, a couple of new handcrafted airports, a couple of cities that will now get more photogrammetry, and so on. So, yeah, interesting stuff.
And they've really downplayed the effect of DX12, right? They haven't really promised any performance.
No, they're just gonna add it as a possibility API. But they're not gonna do any kind of improvements yet. It's just the toolbox is there, and then it's up to them and the developers to try to use it.
Okay.
And then they're gonna use like a test box, a sandbox, and if it fails and it crashes the desktop, you can always turn it off.
Yeah.
And it just will take time and effort for us over Microsoft and all the developers to really absorb DirectX 12 possibilities, and they will just optimize it, and then they will add features like DLSS or all the other things, ray tracing that's in the toolbox that can be used.
Yeah,
but I doubt that's going to be useful.
Just for clarity, guys, ray tracing is not in the DirectX 12 toolbox. That's my understanding, Sparky. But DirectX 12 enables that technology to be applied, whereas DirectX 11 doesn't. I stand to be corrected on it, but that's my understanding. I hope they don't bring ray tracing now to the sim. I'm pretty sure they won't. They've not mentioned it. If they do, let me tell you, you put ray tracing on, your FPS will crash and VR will be a nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think that's going to be a thing that you can toggle on or off.
No, and you know, implementing ray tracing, think about how many games have got ray tracing. There only a few AAA games, maybe 30 or 40, actually currently have ray tracing. And that is because that ray tracing in the graphics engine is part of the core sim, of the core program. So they would have to rewrite a large portion of Microsoft Flight Simulator for that, and I don't think they're going to do that.
That sounds like a ball ache, doesn't it?
It's on the list. It shows under investigation, so it can take forever.
Yeah. I think ray tracing may well come, but I think
the DLSS will be more important.
I am not sure DLSS will ever come, to be honest. Because of the impact, and the problem with DLSS is it's NVIDIA only.
Yeah, true, but that's the only thing that you have to have if you want to use the Pimax or the Vario. You need to have RTX NVIDIA. AMD is out. That's why I'm upgrading, but I'm gonna wait for the RTX 4090.
You know, just to finish off, I don't want to bore everybody, but just so everybody understands what DX12 is, it's not a single program. It's an application program interface at a lower level than what DX11 is, and all it does, DX12 in itself does nothing, but it's got a number of commands. Like for us older people, we'll all remember 3D Direct Draw and all that. Well, it still includes all those, but what it does do is it can allocate on the fly data flow between the GPU and the CPU far more effectively than what DX11 can, freeing up resources, and therefore you can do a whole lot more with your program. And then it can draw in the different applications of DirectX such as your rendering and so on and so forth. The one thing about ray tracing is also not a single application, but a whole range of different applications to give you ray tracing. And it's not inconceivable that they could implement things like refraction and that type of thing on reflections and so on. They could implement that gradually over a period of time, and that to me would be a more sensible way of doing things. But in terms of ray tracing with this update, forget it, guys. It's not there.
No.
And Asobo's never mentioned it up to this point.
I hope they use the extra cores like me I have with my Ryzen 9 5900X, and also the Alder Lake people. They can really utilize the CPU power that has all these extra cores. I hope they can use that with the DirectX 12 to take some load off the GPU. I hope they can do this.
Right.
So on the Reno Air Race stuff, is there a way to see it or try it without buying the...
I don't think so, no. You have to buy the cheapest one, which is like you have classes of the planes. You can just buy the DLC, the cheapest one. I think it's €20, and then you can buy every plane separately if you do want it, or you buy a full class and then it includes all the planes in that class, and then or you buy the full one, which is €60, which is the cheapest. If you eventually upgrade it piece by piece, you will be paying more. So depending what you want.
So what is it? Is it just planes, or is it courses and rules and?
There's one racetrack included, and they're gonna do a lot of extra changes within the sim, and hopefully they will optimize and solve all the issues with the multiplayer one. So they will also have like the vortex, the drag. If you fly really behind somebody else, that's in a racing.
Hey, Cracker. It's a shame you couldn't join us. Hopefully you can make it on the next one, my friend. Hudson, I agree with you. It doesn't need ray tracing.
Engine 1 is out, and then stuff like this. That's all going to be possible.
And that will be implemented regardless of whether you get the Reno Air Race.
That's what I understand. All these implementations, what's been programmed for the DLC, Reno, it will automatically become available within the sim itself. So if you fly behind other people, like now we're doing right now, you will bring yourself in danger. Also, if you pull too high Gs, the screen will go gray. If you keep pulling, it will go black, and then eventually you will lose control of your aircraft. But I also think that's something that the developers of the planes that are already on the market, it's like the dust particles and the water particles and so on, they need to implement that stuff in their planes. So eventually all the updates will be coming out for these extra feature sets.
Guys, just a quick one if I can. Just have a look at the scenery here. It's absolutely stunning.
I talk too much, sorry.
No,
no, not at all.
It's getting
part
Welsh. It's a little getting a little dark.
Is Reno coming to Xbox too?
Yeah, normally it is, huh?
Yep, it definitely is. And the good thing, if you do buy the Reno pack, all those aircraft you can fly in free flight in the sim.
Yeah, and they're a lot, and they're very high detail texturing, insanely wow. So I think they're well worth the money. If you see like one plane, the Arrow of the Hawk, whatever, is like €40.
Yeah.
So if you calculate that, €60, and you get like how many planes? It's insane how much planes you get.
I know nothing about air racing. Are all the planes going to be very similar to each other then?
No classes. There are like 3 classes.
Oh,
you have the jets, you have the fast propeller ones, and the really fast propeller ones are like 3 different classes, or even 4. I don't remember exactly.
Imagine the physics engine is going to be the same for all of them, though. Not for each class. I'd imagine. So if you fly the jet, each jet will probably have the same feeling.
Yeah.
And and so on and so forth.
Well, normally it's based on the real planes in real life. They custom made them, so they copied everything down to the handling and everything, the insides, everything custom made. It's also been implemented in those planes. So,
Mark, are you going to do a video on this?
For sure.
Yeah, I'd have to do a video on it, but to be honest, I'm going to buy the €20 pack initially, just to see what it's like.
And that's coming out on Thursday?
The 18th normally, yeah?
The 18th, okay.
Yeah.
I've missed all of that, to be honest.
But then, Mark,
the nice thing is you get a P51 out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
What?
Yeah. Yeah,
I
you
heard
do.
the F-18, but
P51 Mustang, the T6 Texan is in the Reno.
It's a lot of planes. It's like 4 planes per class, and I think there are 3 or 4 classes. So
see, like I said, I don't know anything about them, so I assumed they were special racing planes, that they weren't from normal models. So I want the P51.
Yeah, but there's 4 different classes of racing planes that you can race. And each class has about 8 different liveries.
Also,
so I think that's what you do is you do it like stock car racing. Is you gather a group of 8 people on a race, and everybody pick a different livery,
Right.
but same plane. Like all P51s or what have you.
Yeah, they're basically the same models, the P51s across the board,
Yeah.
but they have different configurations on the interior layouts as well.
And that's all just going to be in the SimHanger?
Oh, it's part of the Reno Air Races pack itself.
Yeah, it'll be on the marketplace.
Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah.
So, Mark, if you end up liking it, will you just go ahead and get the €60 one then? Because that's probably cheaper than buying all the planes and adding them to the €20
Yeah, it is
one?
cheaper, yes.
Yeah, I will definitely, if I like it, I'll go for it. No doubt.
Has anybody played with their drone camera? Because it's twilight now. If you roll around your plane, you can see all the instrumentation and your faces lit up in your own plane. It's really groovy.
Concerning the air race stuff, it might be worth looking into different
Cabin
countries.
lights
I
on.
just bought something in Iceland for Forza Horizon. It was much cheaper than in Germany.
Oh.
I did that one time with, I don't know, somewhere where they have pesos, and I could buy some games that normally are €30, and with inflation I could buy them for like €8.
Interesting.
For €10 you get 20,000 pesos. I don't know how many it was, but maybe you get lots of pesos. So I just bought like loads of games for like €30 because I can.
Can we expect Black Friday deals on the marketplace?
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
I'm going to guess it's inevitable that the likes of Orbix and the bigger developers will definitely jump in on that. So I'm pretty sure that there will be some deals to be had.
January sale.
Black
Yeah,
Friday is
well,
next
Wait for
Friday,
buying
right?
and wait for
A lot
buying.
of racetracks, I guess. But that's gonna be later on, that the people, us, can make their own racetracks. But that's not implemented yet. That will be later on become available, that you can make and create your own racetracks.
Wow.
Yeah, something that's, I think, Sparky, you mentioned earlier, what's going to be good is like now when we're all flying together, there's going to be great turbulence. So that's going to be really interesting.
And if you can really hit the other plane and crash or something like this, that's...
Only if those
I
planes.
doubt that's really going to be true.
Only if those planes don't disappear on multiplayer, though.
Oh, that's a good point. I thought about that. With the racing, you don't want the planes to disappear.
They've really got to work on the servers if that's what the issue is.
I thought you meant just the normal. When you get really close to someone, they disappear.
No, this is like in centimeters. It has to be that accurate that you're really.
I don't get what it is, guys. I mean, I don't get what it is when you play Call of Duty or anything like that. You know, your player in front of you is not going to disappear, are they? So why does it happen in Flight Simulator?
Because we're flying in the big cloud of the world. That's not obvious.
They've not utilised the netcode correctly because it's not meant for that. So they can use a wider gamut on the netcode. Obviously, they need to tighten it up if they're going to have clipping and interaction.
Exactly. Fix it. Get it fixed.
I was always thinking that I was flying near Bermuda or something.
Yeah, with update 7, they are improving the clipping, but they're not getting getting rid of it.
Right.
You're still going to disappear if you go through somebody or something like that.
That's gonna stay the same, yeah.
But you know,
that's fine. I can live with that.
But you're still going to have that clipping is going to be there. And what I need is them to increase the 50 plane maximum.
Yeah, for sure. And also the groups, if it's like 6, they have to make that bigger also.
Yeah, agreed.
This is absolutely amazing. I love this scenery. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
On your left wing.
I got sunset going. I got the sun like a third of the way below the horizon now.
Yeah, I'm getting that as well. Who's flying with live weather?
Me.
Yeah. I changed to clear skies so I could see everything.
No, put live weather on. It makes it so much more real.
And I'm very curious also with Sim Update 7 that's gonna come, that VR controllers are also gonna be possible to manipulate the cockpit and the handles and everything. I don't see how it will be handy, because these things will be dangling on my wrists while I'm using my Honeycomb Alpha.
I did wonder that.
I forgot that was one of the things. So I don't get it either, but the people that like it swear by it. They say it is so immersive, so I'm totally ready to try it. I'll just have to see.
Yeah, if the goggles or whatever you have, it's like hand tracking. Is that really available? You don't have to use anything extra. You just use your hands to go reach the buttons and knobs and levers, and that works. That would be amazing. But to use the VR controllers that come with all these Index or HP Reverb G2s, I don't see how to use that.
They have it in X-Plane 11. I hope it's like that implementation.
Yeah, Steve talked about it in the last video about it, the VR Flight Sim guy, and he's really sworn about it. He's like, yeah, they have to implement it. It's a game changer. So now I have to wait and see what that brings to the sim.
Yeah, the VR pilot, Jose, he swears by it too. He says it's fantastic, and it doesn't have to have finger tracking. I mean, the controller knows where your hand is, right? It's just that once I reach for something, I'm not sure how I activate it, right? Do I just grab it with my finger trigger, or
same ways with the mouse. When your finger's near it, it'll light up the switch, and then you just flick your finger up or down.
Now, my problem is that my desk is not set up for this. I will constantly be running into my desk and my, other stuff. So, but I'm looking forward to trying it. This is a lot of big stuff coming in this update.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
I totally
for
agree.
sure.
Well, I'll tell you what though, who owns a Quest? I mean, I play VR, and I'm a Quest 2 owner. Anyone Quest 2 here?
Yeah, I'm Quest 2.
Okay, so Quest 2 obviously has hand tracking, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So if you're playing with a joypad or something, hand tracking would be perfect for, controller access, I guess.
Yeah, I think, you can use the controller to flick switches and change dials and this sort of thing. And look at the different things suit different people. Personally, I don't like having that in my hand, and also with the yoke and the throttles and so on. So I'm a mouse man myself.
Me too,
and I've always preferred it. But, people like Steve like the controllers. As long as it's in the sim and people can choose, we're all winners.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my problem. Because I have the yoke, I'm not going to stop using the yoke, but I can't figure out how I'm going to hold on to the controller too.
Yeah, me too.
They almost need smaller VR controllers for things like this that don't have as many buttons and stuff. They basically just have one button,
Because at the moment I'm using my Alpha and Bravo, everything is there, I'm touching it, I'm holding it right now, and there's so many little switches and dials and knobs to twist.
I know.
With the mouse, that's easy. You just pinpoint it. Sometimes you have to close one eye to accurately put your cursor on what you want to change. But doing this with the VR controllers, I don't see how that's going to be better than I'm using with the mouse.
I have to admit that when I get in a plane where my controls line up exactly with the plane, if like the Yonkers, my yoke is high, so in that plane the yoke is exactly where it is in real life. The immersion just gets so much better. I feel like I'm reaching out and touching it. And so I can imagine if I'm in a plane and I'm able to reach over with my hand and flip the flaps switch or whatever, that'll be really cool.
Yeah, with the Alpha and the Bravo Honeycomb at the moment, with my Scenic F5 now, it's exactly what I see, is what I get, and what I feel is exactly that.
Yeah.
It can't be more immersive than that.
But you go to a different plane, it doesn't match, right?
Yeah, that's probably the reason I love the Seneca so much. That could be true.
I've got to go get that.
On a different scale, guys, look at this sunset.
Yeah, sorry, we're talking too much and we're not looking at the nature.
It's time to change. The rising sun is the lowering sun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if
that's
you could do
beautiful.
everything, if you could start the engines and do everything from the Alpha and the Bravo without fiddling with the mouse or changing views, I think that is so great.
That's what I'm doing, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too in the Seneca. Yeah.
What I do?
Not only in the Seneca, I made the setups so that I can, like, not the complex. The DC6 I can't start up the DC6 with the Bravo and the Alpha, but like the Spitfire I can start it up. The like the Corsa I can't because it has so much systems in it that you can't. But normal GA aircraft, almost every GA aircraft, I can just start it up with my Alpha and Bravo.
Yeah, me too.
I have fuel pumps connected, magnetos, everything.
Yeah, I did that with the Caravan, and you don't even have to look up to the overhead panel to switch the
no, you don't.
the gas on or anything. You can do everything from the Bravo. Yeah.
But that's what Steve says, the VR flight sim guy. If you do use those VR controllers, then you learn the plane where the buttons and knobs are. So in real life, if you ever imagine that you really want to get your pilot license and you want to know the plane, you get into the plane and you know where the knobs are. Now we're just used to the honeycomb equipment, and if you get into a plane, it's like, oh, well, what is this?
Yeah. So those of you that are in VR right now, look up at your overhead panel, reach your hand up as if you're going to flip something there, and imagine if you could actually do that.
That's what I'm saying. If the hand tracking thing works, that would be sublime.
That's exactly what I was saying about hand tracking. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. But not with the controllers. The controllers are rubbish. I don't know how that would be ever good. But if hand tracking works, wow.
I mean, that's what That's what
you have to see it to believe it.
That's what VR controllers do, is they track your hands. That's how they work in
but you have to hold it, and you have to. They will dangling on your wrists.
Oh, you mean hand tracking without a controller in your hand? Oh, I don't know how you
exactly.
Yeah, but the goggles, the VR goggles, like the Vario and other ones, they have really sensors and scanners and cameras. They will just sense where you are, where your hands and fingers are, and it will just work.
Hey Mark, what's our ETA?
runway.
We are landing runway 31, and we're almost there.
Okay.
Yeah, we're very close.
And that's at
I'm on short final.
Romeo Juno Oscar Echo. We're landing there.
Yeah.
Is this our final stop?
This is.
Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun.
I've done a full event. I get my full event badge.
Me too. Normally I just join at the end, and now I did it completely.
Likewise for me too. Thanks, Boba.
Lots of guys, of course, ain't you? And you're admiring the scenery.
Gear down. Flaps
I've got to say, Mark, this is what I love
down.
about your events. You just take us to parts of the world we're just never going to go to, you know? Or maybe never go to.
Yeah,
true. With all the flight plan and all the details at the start, so there's no looking what to do. You just do it. I love it.
Here we go.
You just see a big city of lights and a lot of nameplates. I don't see the airport yet.
Just turned on final.
Get in line with the blinking lights.
I'm on final. I'm right behind Liam and Stored Knights.
Oh my god, I got too many name tags in front of me.
Watch this Spitfire land.
It's a big mishmash, huh?
And I have the name tab mod, so it's smaller and green, so it's better, so it's okay.
gone quiet. Everyone's concentrating.
But still with the G2, it's still nice, huh? The night lightning
the final
it's
landing,
working,
always.
Yeah, dark is just hitting me as I'm landing. It's beautiful.
I know it is nice. You see some sky, you can see the water and the land, but you also see the city lights. It's a good
But
time.
once the sun is really gone, then the G2 suffers with the God rays.
Super beautiful.
Yeah, fantastic.
That's why I need a Vario with OLEDs.
Don't we all? I'm gonna wait for the Vario performance for less than $3,000.
I've just made a schoolboy error.
Oh.
Landing
gear?
Landing gear?
Forgot the gear? It's a landing gear issue.
Gear.
Oh,
that thing will pop right back up if you don't watch it.
That was
I can't believe I just
absolutely
did that.
fantastic.
Can't believe I just did that.
Especially when you've got it so lined up nicely.
Guys, when you land, don't log off, please. We've got a quick draw to do. There's a giveaway again today.
Giving away a Vario?
Ah, that would be nice.
the new Primax.
It's possible.
I tell you, I had a real problem sending that Vario Aero back. I can tell you. I was.
You'd send back already? Oh.
Yeah, I was seriously thinking of saying to them, "Look, I'm really sorry, but my pet guinea pig ate it."
Yeah, Steve is keeping it, eh?
What would happen if you didn't send it back?
I don't know, because I've sent it back. I'm too honest.
Yeah, you're too good person.
I don't.
You could always fake your own death, Mark.
Yeah.
If there's
How
anything,
many Varios did you sell them? You should keep it.
if there's anything
I
better
hope they're
than the
listening.
G2, I don't want to know about it because I'm
Exactly.
using my.
Yeah. So you can't unsee it like VR Flight Sim said. If you put it on your head, you can't unsee it. Everything will be rubbish next time.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so I spent a bunch of money on my graphics card, but I have a perfectly working VR headset for $600. I'm not going to go spend $3,000 on one.
Not yet. Not yet.
But once you put it on your head, that's the game changer. Once you had it and you saw it, you can unsee it and you want it.
That'll come
That's
down
why
in price.
we'll try it.
That will come down in price. That'll come down by at least $1,000.
Guys, I tell you, it's like looking at a monitor. Genuinely.
A good monitor then.
It's amazing.
It's the lenses. That's the big thing. And so we have to figure out how mass market, getting a big market is going to allow them to make those lenses cheaper. That's what we need.
That's what. Right, guys. This is the last leg. Is everybody down, or are we still waiting for somebody?
I'm down. I'm just looking for your SimHanger's name tag.
Can't find it.
I think everybody is down. I can't see any lights.
Well, as long as we all clump together, that's fine.
There's Buzz MC 007. I don't know if they're with our group, but they're up there.
I had to just respawn because obviously I can't be sat on the runway. But I'm back with you guys anyway.
Are you Buzz?
Okay, so guys, thank you very much for joining me. I've just got a quick draw, and it is a £25 gift voucher from Just Flight, or a euro equivalent, etc., from Sim Market, depending where you're based. So I'm just going to do a quick draw for £25.
Okay.
The way it's done, it's anybody in the voice Discord, and I just run a random number generator. So just give me a sec.
I need
Good luck,
that
everyone.
Seneca.
Good luck to all.
You can use that on the Concorde.
Yeah, true.
Yes, yeah. Or the Hawk if you don't have it yet.
There's so many planes coming out. I don't have enough money.
Okay, and the winner is, I'm not sure if I'm saying this name right, SimHanger, is that right?
You meant
No, that's not right at all.
No, that's wrong. Big mistake.
Okay, the winner is Cripsy77.
Yay! What
Hey,
a
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
So,
Congratulations, Cripsy.
So
Thank you, guys.
Me. That's not the if it's
You deserve
realistic.
it so much more than me.
so
you only got that because you were my wingman.
Well, I
by the way.
can assure you guys that is going to go straight onto the Concorde. I think.
Okay, Crispy77, if you would drop me a personal message on my Discord.
Yes,
if
I
you
will do,
would
Mark. Thank you.
give me your name and your email.
Nice one.
And
Yeah, will do.
also whether if you're in Europe, UK or somewhere else, so I know which currency to give you. Because
I'm based in Portsmouth. I'm definitely in the UK.
Okay, so it's pound and it'll be a £25 Just Flight gift voucher. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Guys, thank you all very much for joining me. December.
Thank you.
Thank you. Marvelous. Thanks.
You made my Sunday evening perfect, Mark. Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you all.
Thank you,
It'll be 12th of December. I will confirm this under the event details on the Discord. 12th of December is the tentative date, and we're in Alaska. And that'll be the December fly-in. If anybody is interested, and again subject to confirmation, between Christmas and New Year, probably around the 29th or 30th, there's going to be another fly-in, but it'll just be a short announcement. It won't be streamed, etc., etc. For anybody, we might choose something like a Junkers or a Spitfires or something like that.
Lapland.
Sounds great.
I've got them all.
Thank you very
Thanks a lot,
much,
Mark.
and
Thank you.
enjoy your evening or day, depending on where you are. And I wish you all a good week, and see you on the next one. Bye for now.
Yeah.
Thank you. Last game, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
Night, everybody.
Yeah.
See you.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
God.
Stay,
everybody.
stay
Bye.
safe. Fly safe. Stay safe.
Yeah, and you.
To everybody on the stream, thank you very much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in December. Cheers, eh?